Hello and welcome back to Zedaph's Super Minecraft Adventure, episode number 38. Today we are doing some experimentation. Ooh, I tell you what, right now, this episode is going to be a fail, okay? It's going to go wrong. The thing that I'm planning will not work. It will be a mess. It will be ugly. It will be broken. There will be no hope for it, but it should be fun. So if you would like to join me and put on a white lab coat, and in fact you don't need a lab coat or protective safety goggles or anything like that because it's not really a science experiment. It's just an idea I had that I would like to try out, and I bet you a million people have tried this idea before, and I'm going to get loads of people saying that I'm copying everyone. This is from my own brain, okay? My brain made this, so if somebody else's brain has made it too, then I'm sorry. But hopefully, if they even have, I've not even looked, I probably should have. But if they have made it before, my version will be a Zedaph version, which, like I said, probably just means it will be broken. So, brilliant. But first, the reason why I'm in the Sullivan's Pass town, I keep wanting to call it the Cowboy Village. I called it that for so long. But no, the reason why I'm in Sullivan's Pass is because I had a very unfinished project. And it wasn't actually in Sullivan's Pass. I don't know why I'm here. No, but it's related to Sullivan's Pass. It was actually the zombie purifier. Just over here, we've got the little temporary entrance. It's still not fully finished, but we actually had it where the zombies did not go anywhere. So what I decided to do was make a live stream, this was a little while ago, and actually try and make it go somewhere. And I did, and it failed, and there was lots of messing around and digging and problems in the live stream. You can still catch it on the channel. It was still a nice time. Everybody enjoyed it, I think, including myself. So it was fun to watch. If you didn't see it, maybe go back and watch. But after the live stream, I had a better idea, basically, so I just did it all off camera. So the zombies come down there, like, you know, and we pure them. We heal them, I mean. And, hi, Sullivan, honking up there. You're doing a good job. Looking sexy bait. Anyway, they come down here. When they are done, we send them on their way. And before they just smack their heads into the wall, but not today, they go through here, up a nice little staircase with a secret little dirty corner that I didn't put as white blocks because nobody can see it anyway. They come along the top here. Ooh, no safety barrier. A bit dangerous. Don't really know why I made it come across the top, but I just thought it's cool. As you send them away, for them to, like, whiz across the top here, it's quite nice. Oh, we got a zombie coming down. It's not a villager. Brilliant. In fact, did we do this in the live stream as well? We made it so that they're slower. The zombies move slower so that we have more time to judge whether they're a zombie villager or just a zombie. Anyway, they come round here, back into dirty grossness. This is actually the spawner right here behind this wall as well. So, yeah, it's all gross back here because, you know, villagers are the only people that can see it, and they're villagers. Who cares about them? They're stupid. Except for Sullivan. He's lovely. I love him. So they come all the way up here in their fun little journey from being cured. And look where we are. They get spat out, like this, onto the track, which is my track from my base, all the way over to the Sullivan's Pass, my quick little way. And because they're kind of shooting out this way, they kind of hit the track with momentum this way, so they carry on going. And they go all the way up into here, where I go. And we both get ejected here, and they run around free. And that's why there's a few more villagers here, because I cured a few in the live stream and sent them up this way. Yeah, originally I was trying to kind of get them to come up out of a thing this way and join on the track, and it looked messy and it was gross and horrible, and there were problems. It just wasn't working. So I thought, why not use my little hut over there? It's like a little toilet, isn't it? Like an outhouse, is it, that they have? And yeah, we all get sent out of there too. So I do need a way to kind of make it where when I'm here, the cart doesn't just drop me off and go. Like, I want a cart to stop and stay. So maybe we'll need like a way where I push a button on the way past or something like that. But again, that's for another live stream that goes wrong. Let's save it for that, shall we? But anyway, we need to get on with what today's episode's about. And I need to find the sea. Ah, the sea. The smell of crabs and the salty taste of crabs. And the feel of crabs and the sea. The dangerous mistress of the land. And I'm making no sense. So this is the nearest ocean that we have to our base. Base is about 200-300 blocks or so that direction. We've not actually built anything over here as of yet until now. But this is just an experiment. An experiment. I don't know why I said it so weird. This is an experiment land. Anything can happen here. We can make a right mess and nobody cares because we can just sweep it under the rug and nobody will know that we made a mess. And I have actually started on some work over here as well. A little bit of terraforming because what we're doing today, let me explain. We are going to try and make some waves in the experimental community. No, we're just making waves. Actual real waves. Not like waves out there on the sea, but we're making shore waves. Like, look at this. This is like a lake or a bathroom sink or a toilet bowl or something. Like, why isn't it moving? I mean, like, the surface of the water kind of like blibs around a little bit with the texture, but come on, water, get up there. Like, there is no beach I've ever found that is just still like this. So we need to add a bit of motion to the ocean. Oh, yes. And to do that, we're going to try it using some redstone. So what I've done is I've dug around here a little bit. Just one block down, like level with the water kind of thing like that. And I put up a little temporary wall where the actual beach was, just using some sandstone for now, which we need to replace with glass to hold back the water. Hold back water. It's going to be like a mini dam or something like that. So I've got a few different coloured glasses to try out here. Look, one of all the bluish ones. In fact, let's go out in the water a little bit. Oh no, we'll just do it here, shall we? So let's put these two here. We got regular blue. Interesting. Okay, and we've got, what's this one? Cyan. Then we've got, oh no, this one's cyan. That one's light blue. Let's put the cyan one here. Ooh, a little bit sort of darkerish green. And then we got regular glass. All I want to do is see which one looks least kind of visible. They're all pretty visible. Well, we're not going to be seeing them fully like this, because hopefully we're going to have water, a little bit of water kind of in front, moving around as well. But I think the regular blue one kind of wins. It kind of blurs in the most, like from an angle here, like it kind of looks the most invisible kind of thing. That's what we want. So we need more of this regular blue glass. You lot can rubbish off. Leave my head and my eyeballs vision. This is my friend, and I'm going to sit on it just to show it that I love it. That's what you do to things that you love. You sit on them. So I need to replace all this sandstone along here with some of this dark blue glass, well, not dark blue, regular blue glass, and then we can begin trying to kind of work out some wave action. Should be quite good. Like I say, it's probably going to not work, so it'll probably be bad. But never mind, let's see, let's experiment, and we will see with our own eyes what happens next. Okay, so there is our glass put in place, and we are ready for the next little bit. This is going to kind of be how we're going to make waves, or try and make waves happen. We're going to try and pull a glass block down with a piston and let some of this water flow. I'm going to waste a bit of glass here, see how it flows, and then we're going to, before it reaches the end, we're going to plug it back up again. We're going to push that glass back up, and it's kind of going to be like, so it's going to be like, let it flow, plug it up. Let it flow, plug it up. Let it flow, plug it up. Like that. And we're going to try and get a kind of ripple effect, or wave effect, I guess, where it's kind of like, it will be like wave, 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 like that, all the way along. And I'm just doing it for a little section of the shore right now, because, again, it might not work, but eventually I want to kind of have it all the way around this beach, just so that you can run along the side of the beach here, and we'll flatten all this down to make it look kind of not like a sudden big hill, like a nice flat beach. And yeah, you can run along and kick the waves, like that, and get your feet a little bit wet as you go. So that's the aim. Gonna need to put some pistons in. I think maybe 3 along here, sort of maybe 1 there, 2, 3, and kind of maybe try and time them up a little bit. See how it looks, and yeah, we'll decide whether we need to make any early tweaks early on or anything like that. Or not. Oh, and a little fact. We're in 1.8 at the moment. When we switch over to 1.9 fairly soon, can you see the flowing, like, downwards water on the other side of the glass there? Apparently that has been removed, and it's just going to look kind of static. So, I'm not sure if that's good or not, actually, because we want a bit of motion here. So, I don't know. I just thought I'd point that out. I guess we'll find out, won't we, when we switch over to 1.9. Anyway, I need to get the wave machine built and ready to be tinkered with. Next stage! We have the pistons put in already, and they're going to be powered with a torch, so that by default they are kind of up. so that we can kind of like turn the wave machine off just by, yeah, not running any power through. So they've all got a torch going in, so we need to power the block under the torch to kind of get it to go. So we're going to start from this direction and make the waves go that way. Get out of here, squid! Or come back in a minute when there's waves, but not now. Anything but now. Right, so, okay, I think we're going to just try it out with a button to start with. So we could put a button on here, like that, and then we want to have... let's just put one repeater in between each thing at the moment as it goes. Oh, okay, it's fine. We'll just have to... We're going to have... Oh, no! No! Wave breach! Wave breach! Yeah, get sand. Get sand. Ish. Oh, that's not sand. That's wrong. The wrong kind of sand. That's heavy sand. Hard sand. Want soft sand. Okay, we're fine. We're good. No. Oh, there was redstone damage. Okay, well, I only just put it there. Anyway. Button's fine. Good. Good, good. Right, let's get some repeaters. So let's just put a full tick of repeater on for now in between each wave, and we're going to have to play with all of this to kind of see just how different it is. I mean, there's like, I don't know the official words, but there's how long this button's pushed in for, like how long the redstone's on for, the gap between them, and I think that's it. They're the two variations. And then, and how often the redstone signal is sent as well. We've got quite a lot of factors to get right here to make it look wavy. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing under there. I now need to go through with sandstone at this kind of level. Not that level. This level here, so I can actually put sand back down on so that all of this stuff is hidden. I just wanted to kind of show you it without the lid on, so to speak, just so that kind of it's a bit clearer. It's a little bit clearer. So I'm going to pop the lid on now and pop some of the sand back over, and we will give this a go. We'll push the button and see how waves, whether it'll wave hello. Oh, that was a terrible waving joke. I did try. You can't blame me for trying. Right, on it goes. See you in a sec. Lid on. Redstone line ready. That goes up there. Ladder ready, and the water won't go down there. Button ready. Zedaph ready. We have waves. Oh, and it did the thing as well. Okay, let's try to do it. There it goes back in, comes back out. Oh, it's like the seaside. You can hear the seagulls. Or drowning puppies or whatever that noise was. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so this might work. So we've just got to find a little clock that will put out a pulse that is of the right length and the right kind of timing and everything like that. And it's getting dark. That's not good. Just how visible is the glass, though? It's not too bad. If you get the water right, so it's kind of still thick out, it kind of works, I think. Am I doing a thing here that works, or is it just a little bit haphazard? Stick with me. We can make this look better, I promise. Oh, the water really does stick around for quite a long time, doesn't it? It's kind of this water starts disappearing, but then this one over here kind of like helps it, and it's like, oh, you're sinking, mate. Oh, here you go. Look, have some of my water. And they kind of stick together, so if you're not careful, it just sort of all becomes one big, long blob of water. But, oh, yeah, you can't do it too quickly, otherwise it really does just sort of mess up, and it just becomes a big blobby mess. But I think we're onto something here, so I need to tinker around with it. I'm going to play around with clock ideas. I'm going to sleep as well, because I'm going to get blown up by something. I can feel it. And hopefully, I mean, aside from the fact that you can see sticky pistons there, but again, when it's all in motion and stuff, it kind of, everything all merges in, and there's all blue everywhere, and hopefully they're not actually going to be up or down for very long. They're going to kind of be swapping between the two, so I'm not too bothered about it. And hey, it's waves in Minecraft, so, you know, it's not going to be perfect. I'm quite happy with it. So let's carry on with this project, continue onwards, and see if we can improve it any better and make it look a little bit more better. I'm repeating myself now. Goodbye. Talk to me in a minute. So I just went berserk, and I kind of tripled the kind of area that we were playing around with, because I thought this idea is going to work. So I went along and I put all the blue glass down, the pistons down, and yes, there is a big underground man-made cave down there now with the redstone wiring in. Because I think sometimes in Minecraft, when you're building something and you make it small, it looks a bit rubbish sometimes, and you kind of maybe give up with the idea because you think it doesn't look good. But if you build it on a bigger scale, it actually starts looking a bit better. Like, this is the same I find with design stuff for Minecraft as well. If you put a few vines in a tunnel or something, they look a bit rubbish. But if you cover the whole tunnel in lots more vines, you kind of keep with it, it looks alright. It kind of like, I'm not sure, it just, as a whole, it becomes a different thing than when it's just a small little section. So I thought I'd make it go a little bit longer, and it'll also give us better kind of to see the timings of things as well. It would give us more time to kind of check that the timings are right. So I've not fiddled with any of the redstone other than added on this extra bit. So let's see what happens. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So it does chain reaction all the way down the end, though I think it's a little quick. They maybe need to be a bit slower. I'm not sure, maybe not. And then the next one. And then the next one. Yeah, I think this is okay. So again, like I say, I've just got to hook the clock on. Wow, you can see it all the way down the end there. Hook the clock on to the beginning bit here. And yeah, kind of try and figure out just how often we can get this clock to be kind of the equivalent of pressing this button and making stuff happen. So yeah, clock, be made. Okay, I think it's a little quick. I just built a very simple clock. I think we need to make it do something different. I mean, it's not terrible. It's quite noisy. I might have to turn piston noises down when we're here and replace it with some kind of sound effect of waves lapping up and down the shore. But it's not too bad for a first go. Let's go down and have a little look at the clock that I built. If I can even get down my ladder. Ladder! Downwards! Yeah! God, yeah. Right, that's a challenge in itself. Right, okay, so here it is. Let's stop it. Right. So what have we got? We've got here a little torchy thing which goes into this block here, which if it turns the torch off, everybody's happy and great. But as soon as we turn that torch on, it's going to let this torch come on. And what it's going to do is it's going to feed into the repeater, round here, into that repeater, back into the block. So it's just sort of going like repeater, repeater, off the torch. Repeater, repeater, off the torch. So we can see that happening. It just sort of feeds into itself and keeps like biting its own tail kind of thing and turning itself off. And we're also taking a power outage out of there as well. I don't know. It looks a little chaotic. Let me up, let me up, let me up. I think maybe we need to slow it down slightly. Maybe, look, between the waves, it's like dush dush. So maybe we need to add repeaters between each kind of wave. Let me down! Between each wave making things. So here we've only got one piston. Repeater, we need to add another one. So let me go through and try that a second. Okay, so they're all doubled up. Let's go and check it out. Turn it on, and that's a little bit nicer, you know. And what I wanted per like individual wave machine is when it opens and lets the water flood out and then closes again, just before the water disappears, I want it to reopen and kind of do it. So I think it's slightly too quick. We could probably make the waves happen slightly less often than that now and would still get away with it. So to do that, I think we need to add a little bit onto this clock here. So if we extend it out a little bit further, let's just turn it off for now just in case we mess things up. Let's keep them there. Let's add another repeater, and can I do it? No! Okay, go over here. Another repeater like that. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? I want it. I need it. It's mine. I love it. It's mine. I paid for it. I bought it with my own money. Boof. Okay. Great. So that's 2 extra ticks. Let's try 6 extra ticks, shall we? And just go and see what that looks like. But I can't because I can't get up a ladder. No. No. Oh, come on. Right. I need to eat in a second as well. Right, so it opens, closes, opens, it closes, and boosh, it opens just before they drain away. I think that's pretty good. I think this is good, you know. There's a little patch here of kind of nothingness. Right, that one drains away a little quicker. Maybe let's take off 2 ticks and then check it out one more time. Ah, voila! I think we have it, you know. It's not looking too bad. There's not much times when there's kind of like exposed, fully exposed glass like that, which is kind of what the goal we're going for. It kind of doesn't really look like a shore. If you kind of walk along sideways, I guess it does a little bit. If you kind of look like most of off the screen, it's like, oh look, there's some waves happening over there. But I think that's pretty successful. La 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 la, skippity whoopty kickty kick. Let's play volleyball on the beach with dust. That's not too bad. The noise is quite... that island needs to go. How dare you exist? Tranquility and lovely. Oh, don't get too close, otherwise it doesn't become tranquil, it becomes noisy and pistony. Loveliness. The seaside in all its glory. If you kind of squint your eyes and almost shut them, it looks beautiful. So there we go. Like I said at the very beginning of the episode, probably won't work. You decide. I'll let you decide whether this project worked or not. And of course, if you've got any tweaks to make it actually work, because hint, it didn't work, then yeah, do let me know. So we can make the best waves known to man. I don't think it's terrible, you know. I don't think it's terrible. I'll just put that on the table. It's not the worst thing I've ever made, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm going to call it an end for today's episode. So I do hope you enjoyed watching me play around and do some testing and some experimenting and things. So if you did enjoy it, remember, leave a like, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. Always appreciated. But for now, that's the back of my head. Signing out. Goodbye!